What's up, y'all? This is Jesus Girl. Happy New Year. It is January 1st, 2013. My arm just did something weird. It's January 1st, 2013. I'm excited for the new year. I get excited every new year, and honestly, I'm going to be real with you because I like being honest with you guys. And like last night, I was thinking, like, I was just chilling New Year's Eve, didn't do anything big. And honestly, the first thing that came to my mind was what the heck did I do with my life? Like that's the only thing I was thinking about when I was thinking about 2013. And I was just like, and it's amazing how the enemy will try to get in your head and just try to make you think the craziest things. So that's like one of the things I was thinking. I was like, yo, what have I done with my life? Like honestly, 2012 flew like a jet, just like flew by. Like, cause I can recall honestly what I did January of 2012, and it was just like yesterday. And I started honestly, I started getting kind of depressed and upset, and I was like, yo, it's nice outside. I was like, yo, what in the world have I done with my life? I recall what I did in March. I vaguely recall February. April, I started school when I was going for medical assisting. Left that in like July, and I was thinking in my head like, yo, I was just evaluating everything did, and I was like, it went by so quickly, and I was like, there's so many things that I want to do, and I was like, I haven't done anything. And honestly, I started getting pissed, and I started getting depressed and upset, and then God just told me, and the enemy was just trying to put it in my ear. Like I said, I'm being honest with you guys. Like, it's no point of making New Year's resolutions. It's no point of basically living. Not on no suicidal stuff. Not being suicidal, but the enemy was putting in my head. There's no point of living. It's no point of, you know, basically trying or anything because you didn't accomplish anything in 2012. And honestly, I accomplished something I've been trying to accomplish for like 2 years in 2012. I finally got this, and I've been working hard for that. So I finally got that. So that was one of the things that I accomplished. But the enemy will always try, thank you, God, and I remember my bishop saying this, he'll always try to remind you of what you did not do to make you feel horrible about yourself and make you forget what you have accomplished and what you have done. So, yeah, so I was just like, the enemy was just putting in my head, you might as well not do nothing now. Don't try to make resolutions for 2013 because honestly, it's just me. I don't know about anybody else. Every year I just get excited. Every new year I'm just like, yay, new year, new start. And then last night the enemy was just trying to put in my head, blah, whatever, just you might as well not try or and then I just started praying. I was going through it last night, just emotionally. And finally today, God just told me, like, he told me in my spirit, write down everything you want to do this year. Write it down. And the enemy, I was just like going back and forth. And the enemy was like, you might as well not. You didn't accomplish anything in 2012. There's no point in trying. And I was just like, nah, I'm going to write down everything I want to do. And I'm going to, just make a list of everything. Because I want to take dance classes. I want to get in the studio because I write rhymes. I write lyrics. I'm a lyricist, rapper, whatever. I want to get in the studio. I want to do this and that. I want to start a business. And I want to speak to young girls motivationally. Like, I want to be a motivational speaker. It's a lot of things I want to do. And honestly, I just want to encourage you guys because you probably, every New Year, and I think birthday, when you're like in your 20s, I'm 24. So when you're like 24, you kind of go through that midlife crisis type of thing, like, what am I doing with my life? And that's fine. But don't ever get discouraged. And I want to say to the young people, don't ever feel like you're too young to accomplish your dreams because you're never too young to accomplish your dreams. So take my advice and just, I want to put wisdom on you guys on what I've went through. Don't wait because you don't want to honestly be, it's nothing wrong with it because it's never too late. Like, God is a God of second chances, and he'll replenish what you've lost. But don't think that it's ever too late to accomplish your dreams as you're older. But even when you're younger, just me being 24, like I'm not too old or too young, but I'm like right in the middle. Don't wait because you don't want to be 24 or 25. Like, man, I could have did this and that. But honestly, at the same time, I believe honestly, I got so much I want to say. God has a plan for our life. Like, he has a plan for our life. He knows what he's doing. We may have messed up, but even if we messed up, because sometimes I feel like we miss it. And so, honestly, where we are right now is not where we should be. We could be furthering as far as our dreams go, if that makes sense. We have missed it somewhere. So you are in a situation where you're like, I shouldn't be here. You know, I feel like I should be progressing, or I should have a bigger house, or what have you. I should be speaking to multitudes of people, or I should be, you know, we may have missed it, but even still, I feel like God is a God of second chances, and He'll replenish, you know, what you lost. So don't ever feel like it's too late. Even if you're 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. No, I'm kidding. Even if you're older, don't feel like it's too late. And when you're young, I want to encourage young people, don't feel like you're too young, like I can't accomplish my dreams or I can't do that. Don't wait. Don't waste your time. That doesn't mean you got to sit down and be a prude and not have fun and enjoy yourself and enjoy your life. But that also means, you know, don't play around too much and feel like, when you're young, oh, I'm young. Don't say that, because you're going to keep saying, I'm young, and be 25 saying, I'm young, be 26 saying, oh, I'm still young, then be 30, like, and look back like, what did I do? So go to school, accomplish your dreams. If you want to start a business, do what you have to do to start that business. Don't think that you're too young. Go to business classes. Take business. I'm just excited. Like, y'all hear me? I'm out of breath. Take business classes. You know, do what you have to do. If you want to start a business, start that business. I'm in the process of trying to start a business now, and sometimes you know, as a person, a human being, even if am a Christian, I'll be like, man, why did I think of this when I was 21 or 22? But I honestly think back to my life. Thank you, God. I'm thinking about this right now as I'm speaking. I think back to my life, and I'm like, I had to go through what I went through to get where I am now and where I'm going, if that makes sense. Had I not went through what I went through or going through what I'm going through now, I would not have enough wisdom to deal with certain people or to take to certain situations. So also at the same time, I feel like you're at the right place at the right time. And especially to my youth, you may be in a situation where you're like, I want to get the heck out of here. I want to move to China. I'm tired of this. But trust me, 2 or 3 years from now, especially if you stay closer to God, stay with Him, roll with Him, ride with Him, He won't leave or forsake you. But even then, you'll look back and like, oh, okay, this makes sense that this person was giving me a hard time in the past, because now I know how to deal with this particular person as I'm trying to start my business. Or I went through that to, you know, it toughened my skin a little bit. Because if we go through a life that's just perfect from beginning to end, if a circumstance comes, a trial or tribulation comes, we don't know how to deal with it because we've never been through it. But if you're going through something right now, and by the time you hit 25 or 30, you're like, oh, I dealt with this before. You know, I kind of know how to take this. Yeah, it's kind of getting to me a little bit, but I'm going to pray about it, and I know how to deal with it. Oh, I know how to deal with somebody like you because I've dealt with somebody like you. So sometimes I believe Joyce Meyer said this. God won't remove these people, these difficult people, or difficult situations. He'll kind of use it to mold you. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll look back and you'll be like, okay, I see why I went through this. I see why I dealt with this crazy person. Like, now I know, you know, I have enough wisdom to, okay, I've been through this before. I've been through this test. Like, I've been there, done there, bought a T-shirt. So I know how to deal with this and take to this. So I feel like you are at the right place at the right time. And even if it's a new year, you know, just roll with God. Write down your goals. It's okay to dream. I feel like we need to dream and we need to hope, because we need something to grip onto. And I feel like the most saddest people are those who don't dream, who just go about life. I work and eat, sleep, and poop, and that's it. That's what I do. Somebody asks them, what do you do? Oh, I work. No. What do you do? Everybody should have a passion and a hobby. Like, I write. That's my passion. Everybody should have something that makes them, like, give them a breath of fresh air. Some people motivate. Some people are motivational speakers, you know. Everybody has that little thing that they do to make them, you know, take the edge off. Not smoking weed and all that. I don't want y'all thinking that. But, you know, some people just go through the emotions of life. And I think that's the saddest people. Like, I know some people who have it all, quote unquote, but they just work, eat, sleep, school. You know, it's cool to be productive. Ain't nothing wrong with working school. That's good. Do your thing. But, you know, you're like, what do you do? Like, what's your passion, your hobby? And they're like, oh, nothing. And then you're like, you don't cook, you don't know. I just, you know, I chill. I'm like, well, anyway. So, you know, pray for people like that. I'm not doubting people like that, but I'm saying, I don't know what I was saying. I lost it. Definitely don't feel like you're basically not doing anything with your life. Just dream. Always dream. Always have faith. No matter what, it's important to have faith. And I always say these, and I think I said this in like 3 videos already, but I feel like it's prompting my spirit to constantly say this, because we have people who constantly are negative toward us and negative toward just us. And honestly, sometimes when somebody's negative toward you, you feel disrespected. And when you feel disrespected, you start looking at yourself in a different way, in a different light. But you got to realize those people who are negative toward you are just unhappy with their lives. it's so pretty outside. I keep looking, but they're unhappy with their lives, and that's why they basically are lashing out on you. But even then, you have, thank you, God, have faith in every situation in your life, no matter what it is. No matter if you don't know what to wear in the morning, have faith that God will show you what to wear. Every situation. If you don't know what to eat, ask God, God, what should I eat? If somebody's basically being negative toward you, you have faith that God's gonna deal with that person. There's a lot of scriptures where God basically, he's saying he's going to make your enemies your footstool. He's going to be your God of justice. And there's times where still, still I feel like sometimes people are just so negative, and I'm just like, you get on my nerves. And then I'm just like, God, handle that. Because honestly, you ain't got time because you got an assignment. You have a purpose. God put you on this earth for a reason, so you ain't got time to be worried about Tom, Dick, and Harry. So it's kind of like, God, handle my lightweight. I ain't got time for these people. It's true. Like, you can't just be sitting there, oh my gosh, he thinks I'm stupid, or he did this to me or said this to me. Nah, just be like, God, handle my lightweight, because you don't have time. If you sit there and you worry about, I don't know how I got here, but if you worried about what somebody thinks about you or how someone feels about you, you're not going to conquer your purpose. You're not going to go after your purpose, and you're not going to be focused on your purpose because you're focused on what these people think. Nah, be like, God, handle them. I ain't got time for it. Not to be disrespectful toward you, but I ain't got time for you. I don't have time, honestly, that's how it should be. So, people when people are negative, no matter who it is, family member, whatever, say, God, handle it. It's just like you have a big bodyguard. When you got a bodyguard walking with you everywhere you go, you ain't worrying about nothing. Somebody come up to you and try to punch you, you tell that bodyguard, hey, handle my lightweight. I ain't got time for that. So that's how it is kind of with God. He's our bodyguard. He's our God of justice. He'll handle it for us. When people are lying on us and spreading rumors, God handle that. It hurts our feelings because we're human. We got to realize we are human, and that's why we need Jesus, and that's what set Jesus apart from us and us apart from Jesus, because Jesus is extraordinary. He's unlike us. So as humans, we're going to get pissed off. We're going to get mad. We're going to get sad. We're going to get our feelings hurt. But even then, still, just be like, God, handle these people because I ain't got time for it. So stop letting people get to you, and don't feel like in your life you haven't accomplished anything. It's never too late, and it's never too early. To my young people, go hard after your dreams. If you have that dream, why not just dream it, but actually do it? Sometimes we just see a dream as a dream and not as something that can actually be done. So don't just see it, oh, that's my dream. No, it can be reality too, and believe it, because it can be. So that's all I wanted to say. Happy New Year. Let God handle your lightweight. Write down your goals. Be hopeful. Always have hope no matter what. Always have hope. I don't care if you're 50, 55. I don't care. As long as you keep trying and don't give up, eventually you'll get to where you want to go. And keep God close. Keep faith. Keep your faith out there, definitely. Keep praying. Get closer to God, because God is wonderful, and you have a purpose, and that's why the enemy so badly wants to take you out of this world, because you have a purpose. So know when things get negative in your life, that's just the enemy. That's just the enemy, and just be like, oh, I know what this is, because I'm getting closer to my destiny. So I'm just excited. I'm sorry. I'm not on any drugs, I promise. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I hope that encouraged you. If you guys have any questions, email me. KISSOFGOLD filming@yahoo.com. Email me with any questions. I'll give you as many answers as I possibly can. I'll pray about giving you answers. If you need advice, let me know straight up. I got you. And Happy New Year. Be blessed. Be safe. Don't be in the club busting it wide open. And God bless.